Alright, as I alluded to in an earlier video today, I had a little bit of a crisis involving food cravings last night. Not a crisis, but it highlighted what could go wrong if I don't fix my compulsive, oh, I want it now kind of food craving kind of problems. I just noticed another benefit. I'm living in a house in Mercer Island, and I made the mistake of misjudging some characters. I share the house with my landlord, and I came here and he was really friendly and he didn't complain a lot, he didn't question a lot, which gave me a nice fuzzy feeling because I've had other situations where I've lived with the landlord and they complain nonstop about trivial things, right? I'd be in the middle of using the kitchen, and I only have two hands. I don't see how anybody can deal with cooking and cleaning at the same time. The landlord happens to see the kitchen in a state that he doesn't like, and he just goes off the handles. I've been there before. That's the main number one concern I was after when I moved here. But he was really friendly. He didn't judge. I came to realize that he's a little bit too friendly. And so to give you an idea of how much strife it caused, every time I got to walk out the door down the hall through the kitchen to get out the door, and he talks nonstop, and nothing inappropriate or anything like that. But sometimes I'm not really don't have the time, not in the mood to do that. And one day there's no sign of him letting up. I can hear him in the kitchen. I really wanted to get out for the day, and I thought about taking the screen off the window. That's how annoyed I was. The other thing that I sometimes do is to put on, kind of like almost like how we have to cover our nose and our mouth, but I also have to cover my ears now when I go out to the kitchen, right? And but after 14 hours of fasting, that's not so much of a bother anymore. I could go out to the bathroom without having to cover up my ears. I had a couple times where I took a container. Give you an idea of how annoyed I was. I actually used the container like this to go to the bathroom, and then when he was not at home, pour it out in the toilet. And I don't feel that way anymore when I'm fasted. Anyways, fasting really helps relieve some of these anxiety problems. Thankfully, he's doing renovation, and he kind of needs me to check out when he's doing that anyway, so I'll probably look for another place, and I'll have one more thing to watch out for. It's a very tight balance, right? I'd rather deal with this than the other kind of landlord problem I alluded to earlier. It's kind of, I don't know if there's an in-between between these two states, though. It's kind of weird. Alright, but that's why I need to take better control of my mental health.